Hey, Christy. Hey, Kate. Hey, Sherry. Hi, ladies. How are you guys doing? So, we're going to let some people come on in. And there she is. I was just going to talk about you, Jacqueline. Hey, Jacqueline. It's so good to have you back, Jacqueline. I just saw that you opened an Etsy shop. I was scrolling through there. And then I said, oh my God, it's time for me to go live. Well, yeah, I was scrolling through there. I hope that Karen can get on tonight because Karen is the queen of goal setting. And that's what I wanted to talk about tonight because I was watching one of her videos and I was just very impressed that she can do goal setting and stick to it because it's just, we were talking about this. It's something that I just can't stick to. Life got wild for a bit, but I'm back in the swing of things. Well, we're happy to have you back. Definitely happy to have you back. So today we are going to be talking about goals. After watching Karen's video, I was like, I need to do something. I will probably never do goal planning, goal setting to the same extent that some people do because it's just not something, like I said, that I can stick to. But it's something that I want to at least try and have some kind of little plan laid out. Yes, he was making noise. That was the problem. He was making noise. Oh, goodness. But yeah, this episode is titled You Goal Girl. So before we really get started here, I want you to remember that you have homework. Okay? You have homework. Don't forget, next episode, we're going to talk about empowering women. And there were several questions that I asked in the last video that you're supposed to answer. So make sure that you go back and you catch the replay if you need to, so you can get a list of those questions and be prepared for next week. Okay. Yeah, I haven't forgotten. I love the HP like that. Your eyes said, shush up, Nancy. I was like, because the thing is, my phone and my tablet pick up like every noise imaginable. Okay. So it's like, I can't have you making all that noise. I just can't. All right. So I know some of us on here talked about how we struggle with the goal setting. Now, I see people like Karen, Kate, Michelle's another one that seems to really be able to stick with goals and goal planning and stuff like that. Hey, Teresa. Guys, Teresa is the winner of the giveaway. So Congratulations to Teresa. It's good to have you back with us. Good to have you back. Sherry, I have one more video of yours to watch. I was very impressed with that little double pocket. I don't even know what to call it. It was pretty cool. And I was like, how did she do that? And then she brought out the sewing machine and started sewing. I can't sew. I can't do all of that. So me sewing, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I have one more video to watch. Because I almost watched them in the reverse order, and I was like, there's probably a method to how she listed these. Let me watch them in the right order in case I missed something. So yeah, I need to watch the other one. Yes, I loved it. And yes, and Jacqueline has an Etsy shop, guys. Jacqueline has an Etsy shop. So go visit Jacqueline's Etsy shop. Yes, go visit. Go visit. Excuse me. Goodness. So go visit her Etsy shop. It is the same as her YouTube name here, Lovely's Crafting Lodge. So make sure you go and catch that, because I was scrolling through there and then I remembered, oh goodness, I've got to get on. Thank you, Christy. I was like, I got to get on my live, but I was looking through there. Oh, I'm still in awe, Jacqueline, that your stuff looks like you've been doing this forever. Like it's really, really nice. You and Sherry have a good knack for these kind of things. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I am. But yes, so let's get into this goal setting thing. I've got a lot of questions. Okay. So I'm sure Kate, if she's available, she can help us out some, because I know she's really good at planning. And Kate's, one thing I really like about Kate too is that she's very functional with her planning. Even though she's decorative with it, she's very functional, very intentional with her plans. And that's one reason I really like watching her, because it's so different for me to get that perspective. So I've only put out some mild projects because I'm not, oh, believe me, your stuff is desirable. Okie dokie. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome, Kate. All right, so let's get started. What's my first question I had? Question 1, do you make goals for the new year? Now, in theory, in actuality, I do make goals. I do. I just don't always do goal setting and goal planning, I guess is what it is. I have goals in mind. I don't really write them down and make out a whole little action plan and stuff like that. I don't really do that. Maybe that's why I'm not accomplishing anything. Oh, God. I don't know. But yeah. Yes, they are. List them. List them. You have really nice stuff, Jacqueline. List them. All right. So do you guys, I'm sure we all make goals, right? I'm pretty sure we all do that. I mean, like I said, even though you may not like write something down, it's usually something that's in your mind, right? So do you write down your goals? Do you actually write them down? I mean, I used to try to do the vision board and the goals and the plans at the beginning of the year all the time, but I just never stick to it. Yes, see, ideas. I have ideas. I list down my wants. I know Kate writes them down. Kate's very intentional with that. I like that. Teresa says she makes them, but she doesn't write them down, and she budgets. So I was really, trying to do that whole, as terms of budget is concerned, trying to do that whole cash envelope thing, and then the pandemic hit, and so I think I'm going to start trying to still do something because I spend way too much sometimes. Angie says she does the vision board, writes her goals and ideas, but not really a plan. I guess if nothing else, writing them down, even if you don't do a whole bunch of planning, I guess writing them down helps, because that just kind of helps talk it into existence and bring it to fruition. And I could see how having a vision board, at least you have that visual there, even though you might not be writing stuff and planning and your goals out regularly. Having that vision board, I can see how that can be helpful. So maybe I do need to at least do something like a vision board. Kate has a notebook for goals and goal planning, and a goal planner. I've received goal planners like in subscription boxes and stuff like that. I don't even use them. I probably got one now that I just don't even use. She said, I don't have goals. She says she's just surviving at this point. I feel you. Jacqueline. I feel you. Yes, I guess writing something down can be helpful. You don't have to be a serious planner towards goals, but writing it down, I think, is essential. All right, so Kate kind of answered this already, so I have a typo there. But how do you go about planning to reach your goals? So we talked about vision boards, right? We talked about writing things down. Kate says she has a goal planner and a goal notebook. How else do you guys go about planning? I keep everything I want to small. That's the way and I think that's my problem with everything, Christy. Even with planning, period, I tend to put tons of checklists, tons of boxes, tons of bullet points, and almost force myself with all these to-dos, knowing they're not reasonable for me to get them all done. And that's how I think I do with my goals as well. That's why I'm scared to spend $50+ on a goal planner. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do anything expensive at this point because I know how I am. Goal planner is like paper planning. Each to their own goal plan. Yeah. Brainstorm what I want, should do, and need to do. That's a good one. Wants, shoulds, and needs. I like that, Kate. Wants, shoulds, and needs. I like that idea. Wait, I missed something. Hold on. Then figure out my goals from there and take the goals and brainstorm projects. Yes. And then she says, from those projects, choose 7 for each goal and then brainstorm. See, that would overwhelm me. 7 projects for each goal. That would overwhelm me. I would probably have to go a little smaller than that. Be realistic and prioritize. Yes. And I know they have that whole acronym for SMART goals. And one of those is, realistic goals, and I think that's my problem. I don't think and measurable goals. I think I just usually put too much on the plate. And if I look at that plate as my actual dinner plate, I hardly ever finish a plate of food. I always leave something behind almost all the time. If I've cleaned my plate, it's amazing. So if I kind of look at it in that sense, you always leave something on the plate. Don't put too much on the plate. I'm one of those people that when I'm physically eating food, I get full fast. I can only put so much food in my body. And if I stuff myself, I'm going to be sick. So I probably have to look at my goals and my projects and things like that in that same manner. Do not put too much on your plate. It's overwhelming. Just think about it. Yes. So the SMART goals don't work for you? Yeah. I mean, I can't say that it works or doesn't work for me because I don't follow through with anything. So I don't follow through. I'm so bad at that. How do I ever get things done? I don't know. It's amazing. It's amazing that I ever get anything done. It really is. Use cash envelopes. Yeah. So I'm gonna try. I was watching Happy to Plan with Desiree, and she started this new cash envelope thing where she's still gonna be mainly using her debit card, but she has these envelopes and she's gonna have where she's still keeping track and a log of what she's spending. So it's almost like a virtual, but she's got it on paper just to have that reminder as well. I'm trying to find the blog post about doing goals, but not the smart way. Okay, cool. Please definitely share that with us. All right. So like Kate said, when it comes to planning period, everybody's going to go about attaining their goals in a different way as well, because we're all different people. We all function differently and we all have different goals in mind. So of course, there's some things that we're going to do differently. And just like with planning, we got to find the group, I guess, that's going to work best for us. Let's see. What do you find to be the easiest and most difficult in the goals process? Well, definitely sticking to it. That's the most difficult for me, is sticking to it. I think and overwhelming myself, like I said. I think what's easiest for me is I pretty much always know what I want. I'm not a very undecisive person. So I usually always know what I want, and I know what I want to achieve. I just need to do what I need to do to make those achievements happen. I find that some days I feel like planning out my day, and other days I just want to be creative. I understand that too, Sherry. And then, like I was saying on Kate's live yesterday, I can't say that I've ever been in a planner funk per se, but I do get to the point where I'm just like physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted, and it has nothing to do with planning. It's just that I'm too tired to actually go sit and do the planning. I think setting the goal, it's kind of scary to want to. Yeah, that part's easy for me. Like I said, I know what I want. I know what I want. So here's the link. I don't see the link. Oh, you're going to put it. Yes, Teresa, discipline. That's what it is. Discipline, staying disciplined, and just making sure that you're sticking to everything. Okay. Angie said, figuring out the steps to take and then being consistent to actually accomplish this. Yes. So I'm going to put a star on my little note sheet here. Discipline and consistency, because those are issues for me. Knowing what I want is not a problem. No, I don't see it. Maybe it's this program that's not letting us see the link. I don't know. Can you see if it'll let you do it like in the private chat? And then maybe I can see if I can share it out. So are you saying, Jacqueline, that you don't have yourself as a top priority? Is that what you're saying? Oh, so your goals are, I see what you're saying. Your goals are more towards others. Well, that is why I'm going to use that note to self Traveler's Notebook Planner that I have, which that whole kit was all about self-care. And I'm really going to start trying to focus on that. And I think I'm going to start with February because I really didn't get everything set up yet. And then because I was waiting for the digital kit. So the digital kit has come, and now I'm overwhelmed because I have all these ideas about what I want to do with the digital kit. And so I want to set up the planner. I want to set up a routine for myself. What am I going to do for self-care daily, morning and evening? What am I going to do for self-care weekly, bi-weekly, monthly? Like those, I'm going to make out a whole little sheet of and put it in the planner with the routines. And then I'm going to come up with another planner page that's going to be like date night ideas, because I'm trying to do this date night thing, whether it's with myself or others, once a month. And so I want to come up with, ideas for that as well. But we have to, like, believe me, if you don't take time for yourself, you will burn out. You will burn out. You have to have something. Very good. That helps me too. That helps me too. Yes. Yeah, try sending it in the private chat, Kate. And see if we could see it then. All right, very good. So what is an area in your life in which you need to set goals the most? So Jacqueline just kind of said, she needs to take more time for her. I think for me, where I need to set the most goals in my life personally is spiritually and career. For me, those are the two areas that I think I need to focus on the most. Career / entrepreneurship. So yeah, that's those two areas, definitely. Kate says she needs to connect with people outside of the house. And I know that's kind of hard for you to do that right now, Kate. But maybe you can connect with some people and do some Zooms and things like that. So I'm excited about the Zoom you're going to be doing this week. Since I know you have, I think you have asthma, if I'm not mistaken, and you're at risk, for this virus and everything. So I know I can understand if you're reluctant to actually go out and stuff like that right now. Christy says, I feel like my goals are in different areas that involve others and their wants as well. Yeah, I think any and everybody could benefit from more self-care. Jacqueline says, and y'all, of course. Oh, we missed you, Jacqueline. I was about to start hunting you down. I'm hoping doing Zoom planner meetups will help. Yes. I do one on career, one on self-care, and one wild card. I like that. Look at Miss Kate over here gonna get us in order. She's got a wild card. I like that. I like that. We missed you. We missed you. Yeah. Yeah, so we don't want you getting yourself in any risk or anything like that. But maybe, like I said, Zoom calls, just that way you have, because sometimes, Kate, it's just that we need adult interaction. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just need adult interaction. Like with me teaching, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to look at kids. I don't want to see kids. I don't want to hear kids. I'm around them all the time. You know what I mean? Like I when I go to the store and stuff like that, and I just see kids in the store acting up and stuff, I'm just like, Yeah, Teresa, Did you go get a snack for everybody? Because I don't know if you realize we're all about snacks over here. We are, and she went and got a healthy snack, unlike myself. YouTube goals for the quarter. You know, I have been really reluctant to set YouTube goals. I'm so sick of my numbers fluctuating. It's just not motivating at all. It's very irritating. And I'm just almost over it. So I'm just like, just keep doing whatever I'm doing and whatever happens. Because I don't know. I don't know how some people can grow. I really only need right over 100, but I can see people get that same amount like within a couple of weeks, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? But it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's adult interactions. Like, don't ask me. Yeah. That's smart. I like that, Kate. I like that. So since Teresa went and got a snack, I guess, we can talk about snacks. Teresa, they call me the snack enabler. So I started a snack of the week because they kept accusing me of enabling everyone. So I had a couple of things to show y'all for today. So a couple of things to show y'all. All right. First off, this is homemade. We have a lovely, beautiful homemade snickerdoodle cookie. Homemade. And this is not from the bakery. This is from the House of Brown. Yes, look at that beautiful snickerdoodle cookie. So I got that. That's one of our little stacks for today. And then I have one of my little go-to candies. This is one of my favorite little go-to candies, the little mini chewy sweethearts. Now, when I used to work overnight shift and it would be freezing cold in there, and we only had a small unit of maybe 15 of us, so there was not a lot of warm bodies in there to give off body heat and we would freeze in there. And I would go down to the company store and buy these all the time. And I realized the more I would eat these, I would start getting warm. And I know it's not in my head. I promise you it's not. I started getting warm. So I would start eating these like all the time. But these are my favorites. I like these little mini ones. It's hard to keep these in the house because little bro and little man will take them all from me. Look at that. Oops. It's hard because this is backwards. I love these. But yeah. So those are the snacks for today. Yes, these snickerdoodles were, when I say absolutely perfect, I wanted to share with y'all last week a homemade vegan blueberry muffins, but those got ate. So I didn't have anything to show you. Chewing. Christy. That is too funny. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my God, that's too funny. But I love these. It's like I said, it's very hard for me to keep these in the house. Very hard. I've been trying to find, I don't know if you guys remember the Spree candies. They have a chewy Spree, but they're hard to find. I want to find these. I can find them at one of the local markets here, but it's like those like bulk ones, and you got to dispense it and pay 10 arms and a leg for this much candy. So that's the only place I've really been able to find them. All right, let's see. What is our next question? So a lot of us need to work on self-care. We need to work on that, ladies. I challenge you guys to do a date night as well. Some of you are married here. I think most of you are married. So you could do a date night with your spouse. You could do a date night alone at least once a month. You could do a date night with family member or girlfriend, but try to do that at least once a month. And that was my goal last year, and it was going well until the pandemic hit. And then it was like, I can't go anywhere now. You know, that was not good. But yeah. So how often do you revisit your goals to check your progress? That's the next question. How often do you revisit your goals to check your progress? Now, this is where that whole consistency / discipline thing goes awry for me. I don't really go back and check. I was trying to do that with my YouTube channel. I was keeping track every day. Where are my numbers? What are my numbers? And then I'm just like, I'm tired of looking at it go up and down, a loop-de-loop, So discipline with that is very hard for me. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Woo, woo. I thought I heard a puppy. My husband and I have been wanting to get out of the house together, but everything's closed. Yeah, that makes it hard. You know what? Set up the living room or the dining room like it's a lounge or a little bistro or something, and y'all just have a little dinner with each other or do a little dancing together, something like that. Since you can't really get out, you got to make the environment that you want, I guess. Yeah. Because I like to play pool. I used to be very, very good at it when I was younger, but I need, to get me some practice and to get back to where I used to be. And I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I can't even go play pool because most of the bars and places like that, they keep trying to keep those closed. Yeah. Sunday setup is the closest thing I have to checking in on goals. Okay. Kate says she checks in monthly. She says she's trying weekly but failing on that. Don't feel bad, Kate. Don't feel bad. Right? You heard a puppy? I heard a puppy. I know I'm not crazy. I'm like, where is that puppy coming from? Depending on what the goal is, I visited weekly unless it's a huge one. Okay, I think monthly is achievable for me, especially like Christy said, especially if it's a big goal. Listen to me, Teresa. Listen to me. I am too, which makes no sense because I'm very self-motivated and I am I'm a go-getter, but I'm a procrastinator at the same time, which doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense. Oh, y'all go camping. Do y'all do real deal Holyfield camping, like pitching tents and really out there in the wild, or do y'all stay in cabins where there's a water source? Because I can't do the down and dirty camping. I need water. I need a bathroom. I need a shower. Yeah. I need that. Angie says weekly is better to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And that helps you stay accountable. So that's good. So your check-in should be based on your need for accountability, I guess. So based on your need for accountability, because we know how we are. No one knows us better than God and ourselves. Kate says she procrastinates when I'm self-sabotaging. Oh no. I want to get my to-dos done, but I keep getting goal blocked by my family. And you know, Christy, I can relate to what you're saying here because, like, I talked about the areas that I need to goal set for the most, and I put spiritually and career entrepreneurship. Excuse me. A lot of things that I've wanted to do with career and entrepreneurship, I have put on the back burner for teaching. I do it every time. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then the teaching just takes over, and that becomes overwhelming, and I don't go back and look into when that should be the driving force and motivation for me to work on those things. So I camped as a kid and teenager with my family, but as an adult, I hate it. Oh, goodness. Boundaries, updated and expanded edition. When to say yes, how to say no, to take control of your life book by Henry Cloud and John Townsend. Okay. I like that. Thanks for that, sharing that. Kate, I know you read a lot of self-help books and stuff like that. So boundaries updated and expanded. I'm writing this down. Y'all know, do y'all realize I take notes like almost every time we are on here? When to say yes. Henry Cloud, John Townsend. All right. I'm trying to do more self-care spiritually, and that's why I've taken time out to read my Bible. Yes. I'm glad that I'm doing the Bible study with my friend every Wednesday. Like I said, if any of y'all are ever interested in joining us for Zoom for that, let me know. I'll give you the information for that. We're going to start the book of Exodus this week. And I want to go back to reading my Bible every day. I have gotten away from that, and I want to get back to that. So when I make that planner page, that's going to have what I need to do for my self-care routines. That's going to be a part of my routine. Now, I think for me personally, I know a lot of people get up and they read their Bibles early in the morning. I don't read my Bible in the morning. I'm not a morning person. And I always feel that if I'm going to read the word of God, I better be alert, attentive, engaged, and give my all for that reading, you know? And so because I know I'm not a morning person, I don't bother to read my word in the mornings. So I'm going to start, maybe that's what I need to do when I come home. That could help me, you know, because y'all know I call my time at home detox time. Maybe that's going to be the perfect time for me to read every day. As soon as I get home, get into God's word and detox from the day. So that might be what I need to do. I was getting my degree. Everyone always knew when I had a huge project due. The house was immaculate. I love this book because they bring in Bible verses and examples. Awesome. I'll have to check that out. I ended up doing awesome on my projects, but not sleeping for days. Oh, wow. Oh, my Joseph, you don't even know how hard it was for me last week when we finished Genesis. I love Joseph. I kid you not, guys. If somebody even preaches a sermon about Joseph, I will get emotional. I love me some Joseph. I love me some Joseph. Do you read a verse, a chapter, or what every day? Well, since I've been doing the Bible study with my friend, she gives us homework. So yes, the teacher gets homework. So our homework from last week was to read the first 3 chapters. And so what we do is we are like pre-reading, and then we go through all the scriptures again together on our Zoom and discuss everything. So I am really enjoying it. I'm so happy that she told me about it and I started joining in. I'm so happy because at first, when I started joining them, I was always forgetting. Like, I kid you not, I was always at the store. And I'm like, I can't be at the store on Wednesday nights. I gotta be on the Zoom. Yeah, I think reading as soon as I get home, I think is probably going to be what's best for me. Yeah, Genesis is, I remember I had to do Sabbath school lesson at church one time. And I started my lesson that day by throwing out all these crazy titles, right? And I said, so did you think I was talking about Jerry Springer? I said, because that sounds like some Jerry Springer show titles, doesn't it? I was like, but no, this is the book of Genesis. I loved it because we were talking about that in our Bible study. You want some action and some drama? Open up to Genesis. Like, it's all there. Yes, definitely. I will email you, Teresa, the link and the passcode. It's Wednesday nights. I don't know. You said you're in South Carolina, right? So you're Eastern time. So it would be 8 p.m. your time. I don't know if that's too late for you, but it's 7 p.m. Central. Yes, we used to do that as a family. Me and my mom and my younger brother, we used to do Bible study together on Sabbaths when we first became Sabbath keepers, because we were like, it helped us better, I think, to keep the Sabbath and keep it holy. Because whether you acknowledge Saturday or Sunday as your Sabbath, the 10 Commandments say to keep it holy. And it's very clear what you should and should not do on that day. But yeah. I'm so somewhat blown away at all the intertwining doings of things. Yes, like, it's crazy. And I think I was telling y'all this a couple of weeks ago or last week, all the parallels between those early members of this world, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, like all the parallels there. And it's a lovely book. It's a lovely book. Yeah, that generations thing, woo, man. And it's another book of the Bible, I want to say Numbers, where it's really doing all that genealogy. And it's like, and then those names, and I just pronounce them as best as I can. Yes. And think about that, Christy. After Satan tricked them in that garden, it was like on after that, right? Like sin it's like sin just took off. It took off. Cain and Abel, sin just took off. I remember one time one of my students was talking about the Bible in class. And we was talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, and one kid was like, there is no Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible. And I was like, yes, there is. I said, and that's a story for you. I said, go and look up that one and see what that was all about, But yeah, Genesis is something else. It's something else. Definitely. Yes. I mean, and you know how my friend, we talked about this. She said a lot of the stuff that took place is because we want to get in the way of God's plan all the time. We want to lean to our own understanding. We get in our own way. Yes, a lot of these people still have faith. They still trusted God, but they still just had to just help him out. You know what I mean? We just got to help God out of, God does not need our help. And I know he probably hates that about me. Like, girl, how many times I'm going to tell you, sit there, be quiet and let me handle this. You know, because I'm guilty of that. I'm so guilty of that. But yes, yes. Love, love, love that book of Genesis. And Numbers, when we get there, I'm going to be dreading that genealogy. I'm going to be dreading it. I am. All right. I have a couple, one more question and then one other thing for you guys. So, what helps you stick to your goal planning? Well, we know if you're consistent, that's going to help. But I guess what kind of motivates you to stick to your goal planning? I guess, of course, one easy thing would be you want to achieve those goals, right? Definitely something that will help us stay on track. The desire to reach and achieve those goals. Yes, 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 yes. It was, I don't mean to laugh, but it was so funny today because I was like, you know, grades are coming due. It's the end of the semester. And I was like, oh my God, like the gap in the grades, the gap in the grades. And I was like, I need Moses to come with that same staff that parted the Red Sea to see if he could do the reverse and close this gap with these grades. Ooh, help me, Holy Spirit. Yeah. The reward. Yes, the reward. Sticking to my goals is when I see some progress and it motivates me. Yes, progress, I think, always helps push us just a little bit more. I'm one of those people, I get very irritated if things don't come to fruition and I've put in a whole lot of work. Oh my God. Because and some people might say it's not a waste of time. Oh, but oh my gosh, if my time and efforts do not produce, oh, it just kills me. It kills me because I'm like, that's time. Because for me, when it comes to that whole time thing, I'm never going to be able to get time back. Time is not something I can get back. And so when I put a lot of time and I put a lot of effort into anything or anybody, I want to see it come to fruition. But I have to understand we're not going to always be able to see that. Take Moses. Moses didn't live to see the promised land, right? All his work, all his efforts. So, I mean, I know, but we're human, right? So it gets irritating for me. Getting things done and feeling accomplished. Yes, seeing improvement, definitely. Yes, I'm the same way, Angie. It's discouraging. It's discouraging so much so. But I guess, you know, we got to keep pushing. As my brother always says, you got to push through. Push through. So, yeah, I guess that's where we're at with that. Yep. I don't know. All right. One other thing. Is there, I know we've kind of done this a little bit, but anybody want to share some of the goals that they have for the new year? Any specific ones that you have? I need to move this candy from in front of me. I feel the same way she does, Jerry. I really do. It's hard. It's really hard. Definitely being intentional. Definitely. To lose at least 20 pounds. Hey, start small. Start small. After me doing that challenge last summer, I know that it can be done. and I just need to get back to it. So I do have some fitness goals. One, I just need to start working out again. If nothing else, I need to start working out again. You know, yes, I want to go back and lose that 10 pounds again and then some. So I actually would prefer to lose about 15 to 20. That would be lovely. I have some dresses I want to get back into. Retiring in your 50s. Oh, yeah. I'm ready to retire now. I'm only 45. I'm ready to retire. Every time I think about how long I have to keep teaching to get that teacher retirement, I'm like, oh, I can't do it. I'm not going to last that long. Learning not to stress. That's a good goal. A great one. I'm going to start trying to get massages on the regular. That was another goal I had before the pandemic happened. I was going to try to go get a massage every quarter at least, because every month, I don't know if I can do every month, but if I could go like every quarter, what I plan to do was have an entire spa day. All the treatments that I can get in that one day, once a quarter. Get more steps and exercise. Well, Angie, I already gave you one idea. Set up your living room like a little lounge, and you and your hubby can sit there and just dance around, and that's some steps right there. All right? Kate wants to increase sales by creating and fine-tuning her website. Yes. Awesome. Debt-free. Well, this student loan debt don't seem to be going anywhere, but I would love to be there. That's really the only debt that I really have other than my car payment is student loan debt. Which is sad, and it's humongous. I don't want to think about it because I'm going to get angry. To increase focus by creating habit of planning and tracking daily. Yes. Get outdoors with family. Yes, I'm hoping the cedar will lower here. Our cedar count had gotten up to, I think it got as high as 18,000. Oh, trying to kill me. But yes, I want to do that too, Christy. Get outside more, especially when the godson is here. Can any of you ladies do an Instagram live walk at the same time a few days a week? What time are you talking about, Sherry? I might be able to, depending on like if it's my lunch or my conference or something like that. I might be able to join in every now and then. That would be cool. That would really be cool. I remember when you used to do that, and I used to be able to catch you sometimes on my lunch. I used to love just watching because you've got all that beautiful scenery where you're at. Oh, so cold there. I can imagine y'all's temperatures. We've been in the 30s here. Some areas got snow here. A lot of other parts of Texas got snow, but we're just San Antonio. That don't really happen here. Maybe you could walk on the treadmill. That would be cool. Yeah, let us know, Sherry. I think that would be cool if I can join you in with you on that sometimes. Yeah. Well, one goal I have that has been a goal for some years now, and there's really no reason why I should not have achieved this goal by now, but that is to finish my ebook. Then another goal is once my older brother finally gets all his stuff out of that room, I am hoping and praying that somewhere in that closet is the children's stories that I wrote many, many blue moons ago. I think I wrote them when I was in middle school. It was like 3 short stories centered around the same little characters. And I'm praying that all of that is somewhere in that closet. I pray that I have not lost it. I pray that it's still here somewhere so that I can go edit it, get somebody to illustrate it and publish it. That has always been a goal of mine, but I haven't been able to find it. And the last I remember from the last house I was in, I remember I had it in a purple folder, and I'm just hoping I can find it. So y'all pray for me that I am able to find my little set of children's stories. But yeah, that is something I definitely want to achieve this year. And like I said, I have some career goals, some self-care goals, some spiritual goals, things like that. Let me reach out to everyone and we will come up with something. All right, definitely let us know. Of course it was a purple folder, Christy, of course. And I do remember seeing it in the last house I was in. It was in my closet back then. Now I have this crate that's in my room that I never quite unpacked when I moved in this house. And mind you, I've been in this house 10 years, I think. But I did briefly look through that crate one time, but I didn't see it in there. But I just want to find it. I want to find my stories. I definitely want to do that. I think that would be so awesome to find those and publish those. I think it would be so cool. Yes, definitely. So I'm so happy that you guys were able to join me. I'm going to actually try some doodling. I was practicing earlier. Yeah, it's a long time. When I tell you I don't even know what's in that closet anymore. Like, I don't know what's in that closet, in that room, because we were in this house not even quite 2 months before my brother retired from the military and came here and moved in. And he was supposed to stay for a little while, and he stayed for a long time until he just got married last summer. And so I don't know what's in that closet. I know I think there's some board games in there, but I don't really know what else is in there. So that's going to be interesting to finally get a chance to see what's in that closet. And I'm praying my stories are in there. Yeah, and this is what's crazy. When we moved here, I was like, how do we have all this stuff? Where were we keeping all this stuff? Because our last house barely had any closet space. So it's like, what? How? What? How? Where are we keeping all of this? I don't know how we were keeping all that stuff before, because we didn't even have the space. Yes, I want to work on that too. So I've seen so many people start that new lettering planner. Here's my problem. As many videos as I've seen, I haven't really seen anyone test the paper, like, and literally show what bleeds through and what. I saw one video briefly kind of touched on that, where I literally had to pause the screen to look. Right? So that's my thing. I don't want to buy that planner, because I'm probably going to have to buy it from the Happy Planner website, because I can't find it in store. It says Joanne has it, but I have not found it in store. But then I thought, I have a big horizontal Happy Planner that I bought from my mom. It was a faith-based one, and she never used it. And I was like, I might as well just use that. I have it. I might as well just use that to do lettering in there. So I can practice my lettering and my doodling in there. Yes, I was supposed to do The shoe organization. Y'all, I'm afraid of my closet. Let me just say that. I'm afraid of that closet. Okay, so I don't have like a big walk-in closet or anything, right? Standard closets. There's a closet door, which is always open. The closet door is never closed because I have like hanging racks of stuff and clothes and stuff hanging on that door. Suppose this is the entrance to the closet. I could probably reach in there about like that far or whatever. I can't reach in there very far. But I mainly only wear the stuff that I can easily reach, right? The stuff way over there and way over there doesn't get worn. The closet floor, I can't even put my feet in there. I'm usually like leaning over and getting stuff out of the closet. I can't even put my feet in there because there's so many boxes of shoes. I don't even really know. I guarantee you, once I do get in there, I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember these. Oh, yeah, I forgot about those. That's exactly what it's going to be. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. I guarantee you. Hey, Rhonda. This topic was right on time. This is my goal for the week, to sit down and sign out to prioritize my time, activity, make it. Yes. Maybe we can do a vision board Zoom or something. That would be nice. Maybe we can do that. Let me write that down. Vision board Zoom. But don't forget, you guys have homework next week. Don't let me get you guys sidetracked. Y'all have homework. Christy, that's too funny. You ordered it straight from the Happy Planner site. Yeah, it is sold out. So I figure I might have to just, if I decide to get it, I think right now I'm going to use what I do have, because that big Happy Planner is just sitting. It's just sitting. I think my mom got overwhelmed thinking that she had to go all out decorative planning like I do. And that's not what I expected her to do. I wanted her to use it to, journal and take notes from her Bible studies, but I think she just kind of got overwhelmed by it. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, so again, guys, don't forget you got homework. Don't forget now. So if you missed last week or you forgot the questions for your homework from last week, go watch the replay, because next week we're going to talk about women's empowerment. And you had some questions that you need to go and reflect on and be ready to discuss for next week. All right, ladies. Well, it is after 8. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Do I want to do Taco Tuesday? I don't think so, because I don't want to drive. Oh, but a blizzard sounds good. Ooh, a blizzard sounds good. Decisions. I don't know. But don't forget to go visit Jacqueline's Etsy shop. Jacqueline is Lovely's Crafting Lodge on Etsy. And I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And don't forget your homework. And we will be seeing you guys next week. Larissa's dog is full. Oh, you wrote the questions down, Angie? Awesome. Yeah, I want a blizzard. I might need to go just because I thought of the blizzard. I might need to go get me some tacos. It's not raining or anything. It's dry outside. And I even have a coupon. Ooh, I sure do. I don't know if it's more cost effective for me to use a coupon or just to do Taco Tuesdays for $1. Yeah, Angie's already ahead of the game because she took notes in class. So Angie is a very studious student. Yes, she is. She has goals she wants to achieve in this class. All right, guys, I'm so thankful for you guys being here. Teresa, I did get your email, so I will be getting in touch with you. Thank you for joining us again. Thank you for joining again as well, Rhonda. Glad to have you back, Jacqueline. And let's go do some self-care. Yes, self-care everywhere. Self-care. Let me stop because that's just not cute. It's just not cute. All right, guys. I will see y'all. And y'all have a good one. And maybe I'll see you guys Thursday for Kate's Zoom. All right. Have a good one.